Alright, let's jump into it. Hard lead, and we're gonna have stats against herO. Let's see where this leads us to. In the top left, it is our blue Protoss player herO. And in the bottom right, it is our red Protoss player stats. Legends of old, both of them have been having amazing runs in especially overseas tournaments, but both of them, I want to say, have also had very, very deep runs in GSLs. And I am not 100% sure right now if Stats actually ever won a GSL. I know herO has one, and I know Stats has tons of wins, but I cannot actually say if he ever won a GSL. But yes, he actually has one. So he won two GSLs, it seems. No, one is a super tournament, one is a GSL. Oh, alright, there we go. So one normal GSL and one super tournament. That's the case. 2017 against Su, of course, who did not beat Su in the finals yet. But he also has tons and tons and tons of second places. For example, in IEM Katowice, I think 2 even, 2 second places. And herO on the other side has been called the Prince of IEM when he was winning a lot of IEMs. But he never won IEM Katowice, I want to say. I think he lost in the finals once against SOS. The $100,000 one, where only the winner would get money. The most top-heavy SC2 tournament we've ever had. $sign or $sign. Katowice 2014. Grand final, herO versus SOS, yeah. Man, 2014, that's 10 years ago, wow. I can even remember still me watching from home. Whew. 10 years. Been a long time. Alright, we're gonna have double stalkers from both players here, going onto a pylon on the low ground, both players as well. herO really wants to see the units that Stats is gonna make, but Stats is just gonna keep his 2 stalkers at home. He's not gonna give his opponent a scout, at least not for only 25 minerals. The probe is coming back though, and Stats might just move out, and he's gonna confirm these 2 now. Sorry, yes, herO is gonna confirm these 2. And there is the other stalkers coming from herO here. Stats is a little bit out of position, he needs to be careful. The probe coming in now for the extra damage here, the extra attack on the stalkers, and this actually, this was the final deciding hit here. It's gotta be a 1-for-1 trade, not really that impactful. Actually, losing the probe might be a little bit impactful. Let's see, yeah, the scouting probe though was also lost on the other side, so no really big trade-offs here. But cute attempt here from herO. That's really not letting it happen though. But I want to say we have a lot of firepower here on the sides of herO and not really on sides of Stats. We have some potential force fields though. Trying to grab here a stalker. Don't lose your sentries. And the shield battery should keep him safe. But if he ever decides to go outside and fight a little bit in the front, then he's gonna have some trouble. Alright, there we go. Blink on the way. On the other side, we're gonna go into a couple adepts here with Blink. That's very interesting. herO trying to snatch some... Or maybe this was a reaction to these force fielders. Because adepts, they kill sentries very fast. I want to say 2 adepts do 2 volley sentries. So maybe he's gonna go in and try to assassinate some sentries. Maybe he knows there is nothing on the top of the ramp waiting here. And now, well, that's what do you do now? Yeah, herO is gonna commit to this. Oh no. I think this might have been a little bit of a mistake. But maybe not. Got 2 adepts here now. What, 4 adepts from herO? Kind of interesting. Well then, showing those adepts, I don't like it. Now he's gonna have block here on the ramp. There we go. Shield battery coming in. But he's gonna go and try to commit for the sentry. He's gonna misclick on an adept though. And, well, he only gets one sentry. He misclicked on the adept there, herO that is. So that turned out to be rather lucky here for stats. Only losing one sentry down there and a couple probes. And getting 4 adepts. So definitely a good trade here for herO. Sorry, for stats. He's kind of looking for a 3rd base right now. And yeah, herO is just gonna go ahead with his blink completed, trying to poke a little bit, but we have counter blink in just a hot second here. Oh, Stats gonna lose 1 stalker though. Nice snipe here by herO. Well done. It's gonna get a sentry as well. And that was basically the one with a lot of energy, so we only have 1. You should just park this in your main base if you want to use this for scouting. Your stats here. But yeah, that was well done by herO, just going in with his blink, just being 15 to 20 seconds faster and sniping a couple units there for literally just damage on a stalker. Go, both players with their 3rd bases on the way. We have a forge, which I really like here from stats, and no further things here from herO. Well, we have an immortal, but there should be an immortal on the way soon here for stats as well. At least if he's gonna see this one. Does he have a prism yet? It doesn't really have a prism nor an immortal. He only made an observer, which is a little bit weird there, I want to say. He's gonna lose the sentry here. Having like either a prism or an immortal, I think, would have been amazing here. I was gonna go ahead and find some damage with some adepts here going into the main base, but there is a big fight at the 3rd, and we need to see who's gonna execute better here. There is the Big Daddy Immortal. Shields get triggered, but only Stalkers against Immortal Stalker with a Warp Prism, with the double blink and a Sentry for Guardian Shield. I like herO's chances there. He's gonna lose his Prism though. Might just lose the Immortal as well. Very well done here by stats. Oh, blinking on 2 Stalkers and just gonna be enough to snipe that Immortal. And he did deal 9 probes of counter damage here on sides of herO's base. And now this situation is looking really good for stats. He has a worker lead, which is kind of significant actually. It's almost 10 workers up. He has +1 on the way, and the composition is completely even out. It's just blink stalkers for both players. Amazingly done here for stats. Really love that 2 stalker blinking onto the immortal there earlier. That was amazing. And now actually blink microing herO here. Stats that is. Very well done here. Oh, it's gonna lose 1 stalker there. Let's see, double blinks. Yep. Actually gonna save that stalker, and we see some stalker reinforcements. Still though, I kind of want to see this. Oh, he's going for a 2nd forge. Wow. There we go. I really would love to see. I like this one. Yes, a warp prism. Stats, get a warp prism. It's good. It's not. You have 700 minerals made. You're making a nexus. Get a prism. Get some extra reinforcements. Open up the possibility for a 2-prong attack again. Well, I think we have quite a stalker lead here for stats at this point. It's gonna be 17 to 10. And for adepts, there's gonna be a blink on happening, I think, in just a second here. But herO already blinking out. He's gonna see if he can find some damage with these adepts trying to go into the natural base. There's nothing really defending over here, and well, if stats doesn't react quickly enough, he's gonna lose a lot of probes. This one, there's no probe blocking up into the main base. Adepts coming in now here. Shades are gonna finish getting the first few probes. Stats is gonna react with his main army, but there's also something. A couple more adepts going into the main base. 4 probes down so far. And the second wave of adepts is just gonna go in here, but Stats is already on top of the thing happening here, and is gonna warp in some units, just plainly defend from this, keep some stalkers back here to pin down the prism. Should be enough. Still no prism though. No further robo units. It's just been one observer. It's literally just been one observer. This one. That's the whole... what the robo was for, basically. But now we have tons of stalkers. We have huge advantage here for stats. And I think he has a timing window, for example, with 2-1 and charge, where he has a lot of units above his opponent. Yeah, this is looking really good for stats right now. I'm kind of struggling for hero. Yes, that's what you want to do. So you want to go into some AoE here, robotic space, second robotics, get some disruptors out, try to snipe those stalkers and zealots here. But yeah, we're most likely going to see a Templar Archive soon from stats, I want to say, and we're going to go into Charged Archon, which is not really that volatile to disruptors, because they don't connect as good. Let's see though, so far it's just Stalker Blink Stalker. Sorry, Charged Blink Stalker there. And I'm still waiting for the transition really here for stats, and we're gonna go have 2-1 against 1 only in damage upgrades. And yeah, well, if stats goes now, he has a 2-1 timing. He's gonna go ahead and just use his extra forges. Get some extra money. You're going in with the charge slots on this side, and we have also the blink stalkers on the other side. The charge slots should be enough though. They have so superior upgrades, and while heroes zealots are not good enough here to fight off stats force. Now we have a couple disruptors if they can land some big hits, but no! Beautiful blink on top of these, and actually sniping the immortal because he knows the disruptors, they don't have any shots left. Now he needs to be careful though, you don't want to rub your stalkers against zealots there. But man, these upgrades, they are so strong. He killed the base in the 4th and is gonna have his zealots just move in now. Gonna split against the one disruptor that's gonna hit here. Only one stalker, and GG, well played by Stats. Is completely outdone hero here. Amazing game. Maybe he practiced the wrong matchup there for IM Katowice. Stats looked incredibly sharp in that game. Amazing. Alright, I'm gonna take this time here. And for anyone watching on YouTube, please consider hitting the subscribe. Let's try this again. For anyone watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button just below, or hit the like if you like the content. Spread the word, whatever you like. And I just hope you enjoy what you are seeing here. We have in the top left hero down. Actually down in this best of 3. And in the bottom right, we have our red Protoss player Stats. The hero of Protoss. The hero of macro. The god of macro. And he looked really sharp in the last game. He didn't really do any major mistake. Completely outplayed his opponent basically. He was just better. He was the better player there. And he used his defender's advantage and never really let go of it. And I would really love to go to the restroom. Afraid no time. Okay. Well, let's see if hero can do something tricky this time. Seems like he wants to do something tricky, and there is a gold base, for example, on this map, if you remember. There's also a lot of hiding space, which is not really in any direct scouting path, so there could be some hidden tech. It's PvP after all. But so far he's only hiding a probe, it seems. And he might just wanted to dodge the scouting probe, which you normally know the timing of. Someone like Stats is very consistent on stuff like that, which enables your opponent to have an edge on timings. There we go. This might just be a forward Stargate, but I kind of want to see a robo or anything. Anything but a Stargate, to be honest. Let's see. Well, it's gonna be a Stargate though. Which is not as committed in this position. It's a little bit of a weird position here, really. And it feels... Well, it could be for oracles, of course, which herO really loves, so I'm kind of assuming it's gonna be an oracle. But I would love to see some Void Ray shenanigans, to be honest. It's most likely not gonna happen though. But yeah, let's see. So, stats, of course, did see, hey, you have double gates, hey, you have a couple... Excuse me, couple pylons down there. So there was one extra pylon being committed to own. We're gonna have a robotics against the Stargate, which is not really what you want here as stats. So tech-wise, herO with the upper hand here, potentially. Gonna get another... Oh, nope, he's not gonna block this one. He's just gonna kill it. And this time, this is gonna be blocked. Oh! Alright, stats there. Slow down, mate, slow down. That was very well done. Are we gonna get a Nexus, actually? Or is this gonna be more oracles? It seems like herO did skip some units there. We have rather late stalkers, it seems, to get out his oracle, and now the extra tech. And there we go. Adept's gonna go in here, and this is a mistake by stats. Never let depths into your base. Got the oracle getting picked off here. 4 probes are gonna die for 1 oracle and 2 adepts. So I lie while I like to trade. Whenever you lose workers in a PvP, it feels like you're kind of behind already. So we have a prism with 4 stalkers. 1, 2, 3 are actually sticking at home. There's a lot of stalkers at home. We have a nexus here on the second base for herO. That's where the advantage came in. And now he's just gonna sit at home. He's gonna get 1 more oracle to try to go in and deal some damage. He has 3 stalkers at home, which is basically as many as stats is trying to come in with. And he's been looking for the proxy now. Okay, he's just looking for the proxy. He's gotta see the angle of this oracle. It's just gonna be like, hey, okay, probably it's somewhere here, no? But herO should be very happy. He sees, hey, you have nothing. You only have units. You have nothing really sentimenting anything of your position here. And he should know now that he needs to win. Basically, 1 base all in here from stats. And stats has the Warp Prism blink here. It's gonna be an Immortal though. Big Daddy Immortal needs to be careful there. Don't lose too many units to an Immortal. Don't take too many shots. So far only shields lost, which is really good. A little bit of damage on one of these stalkers. We're gonna have shield battery, sentries. I really love this choice. Okay, so if I'm stats now, I try to go in from a different angle here. But that says I'm fine with map control. Just gonna grab the oracle, and I'm gonna maybe not grab the oracle. But yeah, he's just saying he's fine with map control, and just gonna go for his own nexus behind this. And I'm maybe gonna go for the 4 stalker hit squad, trying to snipe some probes. The oracle is in a good position there to scout this though. There we go. On the other side, the oracle has been seen here and confirmed positioning, right? Oh, we need to be careful here. And yeah, he's just gonna pull back, man. Look at that. And herO was so scared because he's thinking, hey, this is a 1 base all and there's nothing, there's no base behind this, so I need to defend. So he didn't make any probes. Even though he had the 2 nexi, he still is not probing, very slowly just probing. And stats, he never stopped making probes, so when his nexus is finished, he's gonna have a lead actually, economically. Where he's gonna be a little bit behind is, well, he picked off the Stargate, but he has less tech, or had less tech. And we still have the oracle available, so the tech is not depleted or banished yet from herO's point of view there. That's just triggering these 2 immortal shields, which is really nice. It's gonna lose a pylon though, which is not as cool. Well done by herO here. There you go. Look at that. 25 probes, 28. 2 bases. herO has a lot more supply though at this point, which is, let's actually have a look. What is the supply in? There's one Oracle. He has a Prism over his opponent. He has 1 to 2, like 2 to 1 sentries. He has 4 to 2 Adepts, and he has 1 Zealot. And that's basically the supply he's up. So the only real advantage is the Oracle and the War Prism over stats. But both of them are not gonna be the big heroes in a fight most of the times. He can do stuff like this though, trying to pick off anything. And oh, needs to be careful there with him. Oh, why do I doubt the hero? Why do I doubt the hero? Well, that was an amazing trade you're getting. 3 Stalkers, I want to say. Some mortal damage there. And yeah, he can push across the map, okay. But I don't think he should be able to break stats here with 2 shield batteries and overcharge. Oh, losing the Observer would be kind of big. It's just gonna sit here for now. Kind of managed to get away here. Robotics Bay, Gateway, and Forge. I have to say, I really like these Forge plays here from stats. I think those are very smart. If you get ahead in upgrades, I mean, herO already has his Forge. It's already going for +1. But if you get ahead in upgrades, like, you outtrade all the Gateway units so heavily at some point. Amazing. Okay, so all kind of snagged advantages here for stats are vanishing at this point. As you can see, the economy is tipping into favor of herO here. We have a 3rd base already half done. That's just gonna go for his own one, but you can see the supply is kind of still in herO's favor. That being said though, it's 4 Adepts and a slow Zealot, which he's kind of up in supply. That's like 10 supply, and it's not really that important supply. I'd rather have 1 Disruptor at this point. We're gonna see. We have Blink Wars coming up here. Still have the Prism, but if it's gonna be in the deployed mode, standing behind too far back, you cannot pick up your Immortals here, which might just get hit by a Nova. A big Nova, big Nova. Oh my god, actually a really good Nova there. He's gonna pick up 2 Immortals here. 1 of them got triggered though on the shield, and I think 1 Adept and a Sentry and a Zealot got picked up here. So really, really good connection here. By stats, he's gonna fight now with even supply, and he has the AoE available here for him. Oh, that's not the one you're looking for though. Alright, Stats trying to get back his Observer here. Needs to be careful though, there's an Observer from herO. He can easily snipe Stats Observer. Going for a blink in here, getting 1 of these Disruptors. And the second one is gonna hit 1 of the Immortals. That's not really the connection you're looking for though. You need some more beefier stats, you need some shield batteries. The shield batteries are on the right. They're not where you're fighting right now. 1 Disruptor trying to go for a connection there, but not whiffing, not hitting anything there. We've got shield overcharge here, but not gonna be enough for stats. On his 3rd base, he kind of fought without of his static defense, and yeah, this might just be the end of it. Maybe he can push this one back actually. Let's see. Gonna have if he could have gotten that connection, he probably kind of makes a hold here, but there we go. herO is gonna pick up map number 2, and yeah. And I've never really... Well, this series, you think about it, whoever gets ahead never really loses his position there. So even having a slight advantage, which was like 4 probes, kind of really snowballed into, or cascaded into a lot of advantages here for herO. Just having the Oracle still alive, even though he lost his Stargate. Look if Gumiho is already finished on the other side. Seems to be playing against Epic currently. Max is waiting for Juggernaut Jason. Oh, MaxPax is on this. Wait, what? Oh, Solar didn't show up, huh? Okay. Much for that, huh? Okay, no Solar, so we only have Dark playing again as the Zerg player, yeah? He's currently fighting against Disrespect, then gonna win or face the winner of Gerald and Trigger, and then going either into Astray or Beyond. Alright, but let's get back to our best of 3 here. In the top right we have herO, in the bottom left it is Stats, our god from old. And yeah, I'm curious, if Stats can beat herO here and maybe Gumiho, then he's already in the money. Would be kind of cool for him to, you know, get back really into being one of the better or best players around the globe. Would be kind of awesome. And if you look at Parting, if you look at herO, those people, they really make that happen very, very fast. After they come back from the military, they were kind of immediately on the top again. And I mean, herO just won, like, he came back from military and he wins a GSL, right? And that was kind of breaking, I think, a streak from Maru or something. So yeah. And he never really dropped off from that point. People are like, okay, this guy is like a... He's at least top 2 Protoss in the world. And that's like, what, 2 years ago now? 3 years already, maybe? But he hasn't really done anything after that, has he, huh? Then it's not really been quiet. He has been doing a lot of deep runs in most of tournaments he's been joining, but he never really won anything major after that. Then again, Stats, I want to say, just came back last year. I'm not 100% sure when exactly during last year, but I'm fairly certain that he really started picking up training again late last year. So he is really good right now, but of course he's not like the unbeatable Stats he was back before he retired, right? I think, or not retired, went to military, because he made a finals at IEM, which he lost to Sue, and then he went to military, I want to say. Not 100% sure on the timings there, but I think that was his last international appearance. So that's like a peak where you kind of retire, right? Okay, so let's get into this game. We have a couple of adepts here from herO, and we are gonna have 2 stalkers from Stats, or 1 stalker and a sentry from Stats here. A couple of stalkers as a follow-up, and we need to defend these 2 adepts, because Stats did sacrifice his unit number or timing on those units for a faster nexus, and there should be no issue here. We have a probe in position, we have a Phoenix going across the map to see and scout what his opponent is up to. And there's only a nexus behind this, so from herO, so Stats should be safe here. He's also gonna confirm the Twilight Council, which is really nice, as I think he still has to throw down his tech. But honestly, like, it used to be kind of rock, paper, scissors, so with the Twilight, Robo, and Stargate. But honestly, it feels Twilight these days is just the best option. And Robo feels like the weakest link. And the Stargate feels like a little bit cheesy. It's just feelings I have for those paths, but it doesn't really, like, if you go Stargate above against a Robo, it feels like you're very far ahead. If you go Stargate against Twilight, it feels like, well, the Twilight is gonna win out on that eventually, most of the times, unless it's very heavy commitment Phoenixes, right? And you can really pin down your opponent. But eventually you're gonna hit like Archons, and then you can't do anything with your Phoenix anymore. And the last one, still though, like, even if you go Twilight, if you have a Robo and face a Twilight, it doesn't really feel like you can do much with your Robo, right? So I'd rather always have Blink with potentially go into charge and Archons over Immortals, to be honest. only immortals, like, and plain stalkers, right? Maybe with a prism. It just feels, the robo feels a little bit weak in the whole triangle situation there. It feels like this, the Twilight just opens really the possibilities there for Protoss, especially in the PvP, but kind of in all matchups at this point. Well, so far we only see a blink and counter blink. We're gonna see if this is gonna be some charge lot stuff coming in afterwards, or if one of these players is gonna decide to go for a forge anytime. We have some immortals here being cranked out. Excuse me, cranked out from herO. Both players going into another nexus, and this is what I want to see. So Stats has a little bit of an economic edge. He's gonna have the faster nexus. He has been playing a little bit more defensive, and I love this forge from him. herO still has to, well, commit to a forge yet. He's only going for extra gates so far, going for some robo units and going for a war prism. But yeah, we're gonna see charge here, we're gonna see the forge, and a very quick +1. Click it, do it, there we go, even getting chrono boosted. And it's gonna be an observer, I wanna say. Stats loves his observers, yeah, there we go. And I really would love to see a prism or a couple immortals getting produced out of this robotics facility. Robotics bay. No, facility, sorry. hero's gonna darken the map here a little bit for Stats. He's gonna commit to this pylon. And he has a little bit of an edge right now, so all of the stuff I was talking about, it has to come in still. Oh, and he was trying to bait these stalkers out of position, but Stats kind of anticipating the move here. It was a very trigger happy shield battery overcharge here, and now he needs to be careful, Stats that is. Can't really defend his third base there, and it feels like, oh, blinking on top of that Warp Prism, but still, is it going to be enough? There's a couple immortals in the mix. One immortal is going to join here. Loses kind of everything at the third. Does he, though? There's a lot of stalkers actually reinforcing at the third base, but he already lost 10 probes. He's going to lose a lot of stalkers here. hero's army is sticking together. It has the better technicality, and +1 is still ways off. Charge is not... It's just done now, but you don't have any zealots, so... Hey, what are you gonna do? GG, well played by herO. Just hitting a very sharp timing here and winning over Stats there.